So I didn't get to test drive it, so instead I'm going to take you with me and we're going to go on a test drive together.
Okay then.
You want to be on a video with us?
I can do it.
All right, sweet. Dude, never know what you're getting yourself into when you come here too long, you know? You come here early.
On camera. Yeah.
All right, so progressive springs, obviously, and the shocks. The springs, the biggest thing is they're smiling.
Right? Yeah.
So.
But you know, when I was buying this, because I was going to buy another trailer, and I thought, you know what, let's get a motorhome, a couple's motorhome for us. So when I was buying this, I did a lot of research. And that's how I stumbled across you, right?
Okay.
And everything's all white knuckle. My dad had an old Mini Winnie, and that thing was like a white knuckle. So when I got this about a month ago, I just picked it up and drove it to storage, and it was the steering was cockeyed, and it did this the whole way. The whole rig just shook. The mirror shook. And I was convinced. I'm like, I got to do something. I'm not going to do this. So, and that's where you came in. So, watched your videos, called in, talked to a couple folks, and it was like, hey, you know what? Let's just get this done. So we drove it in, and that was our first experience with this rig. And now driving it home is just going to be.
Now, where do you live at now?
We're in Scottsdale.
Okay, so you get a nice little drive back, so you get to feel it.
So my first drive was really from when we bought it to storage, which was, you know, a 15-minute drive, and then there it sat until this trip.
So you got from Scottsdale out to here.
Yeah, I dropped it off on a Sunday night. You guys took care of me that way, and then so I'm gonna get it back to back. It's completely empty.
Well, I drive mine back and forth to Phoenix every other weekend, so I know the drive, and you know, that's where it's like, yeah, it's nice. I mean, honestly, I will put it at like 70 on cruise control and just. Do. So I think that's fun. I'll take you for a drive, and then I'm gonna let you drive it, and we're gonna have some fun. He's just gonna trim the fender wells up here in the front. Yeah.
Quick, are these skirts going back in?
No, I don't put them back in. Okay. I mean, we can. I have them actually in there, and they're actually kind of damaged because the axle hits them.
Okay.
But if you wanted to put them back in there, they definitely, you know. They can. I see, you know, just to protect that wiring right there.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned
about
that stuff.
Let me see if I can find those. So the biggest thing, like, we'll look at is like the return to center. So even like, you know, when you go into something and it's like normally you would, you know, it's like 2 miles an hour, but
I can already tell.
Yeah, so it's like you don't have the back and forth, so it just corrects. But you know, the biggest thing is suspension. Then you figure out which cabinets you need to put magnetic locks on. So your RV, it'll be on one of my videos on Big J's RV review.
Okay.
Because we had 2 motorhomes. So we had the Jayco 30Z,
this one,
and then a Odyssey Integra 30Z.
Right.
And we were showing the differences, and it's crazy because Integra used to be like more than Jayco, and now I'm like, I don't know, this is more expensive than the.
So one of the distinctions is it's a padded ceiling versus a hard glue-on ceiling.
Okay.
Because I was like on the fence too. I was going to buy either an Integra, and this one was there. And
So they're saying this ceiling is
it's padded, so there's more insulation there. Just some little nuances that are slightly higher end.
Okay.
And being that they're from Jayco anyway, but if you get the Jayco Greyhawk, that's here, and then anything Integra Odyssey is just under that. Then there's the Prestige, which I think is sort of like their creme de la creme, but I don't know if it exceeds.
It's like
Greyhawk.
full body paint.
Well, you can get that on this too.
Okay.
It just was an option. It's like an $8,000 option. But being that I picked up something that was just slightly used, and someone else take depreciation, for us is kind of a no-brainer. It's just right there.
And what did this one run?
This, in its current form as you see it right now, I got it for 108.
Okay. We saw, which is good because we saw it was 131.
100%.
And so I'm like, dude, that's a great deal.
Right. And one of the big motivations, quite frankly, for this build, doing this, is I'm keenly aware of, you know, putting money and investing in suspensions and doing all this. I've done it a lot with a lot of my vehicles. But I want her to be able to drive this.
Well, that's what I want too.
Yeah. So,
I'm gonna be like, Patty, did you drive this?
No, not yet.
Yeah.
I want her to.
No, I'm saying once you get it done, so that's a big thing because
Yes.
I always say, like, us guys go do stupid stuff.
Yeah.
And when we get hurt, I need you to be able to drive me to the hospital.
Yes, yeah. There's been an experience that happened with my dad. My dad got hurt, and my stepmom had to drive his Class C out of the desert. He got hauled off in an ambulance. So yeah, she had no experience driving that thing, but she had to do it. So I want her. She drove our Class A, but only on straight lines and stuff. So I'm gonna get her in a parking lot so she gets good and comfortable. But I didn't want her to drive the previous version of this. I want her to drive this one.
So my wife now will drive mine, and she'll even do it by herself now.
Yeah.
So I'm like, perfect. That, you know, that is a win.
So I'm assuming too with the tire diameter.
Your speedometer will be about 7 miles an hour slower than what you're going.
Hey, that's just less miles. I'm okay with that.
Yep.
This gets swapped out tomorrow. Just going higher end on that, on cordless and whatnot, windows and all that stuff. So hopefully I'll have some kind of other sort of speed reading, right, type of thing.
So even in like the turn, you'll feel like super solid, stable. And you'll notice the whole drive will pretty much be one hand. You know, just to really feel how it's doing. And we're doing 67 miles an hour through there. All right, so first drive with it, Joe. We hit almost 77, not quite enough to go back to the future.
Yeah.
You know, but we were right up there with it. Oh, look, Patty got the joke. She was like, yeah, 88 miles an hour.
Right.
So didn't get there. But what do you think?
Well, it's insane. It just feels so much more stable, very reassuring, right? As I was watching you, take these turns, I was already white knuckle preparing for bracing for, the whole
thing. Yeah, I saw when
and
we turned the one,
none
you
of
kind
that,
of like grabbed
none of
the
that
handle.
happened. So it's just like, it's very hard to quantify what to expect once you spend a little bit of time behind the wheel in its stock format. Right now, I'm just excited to drive it. I think
he gets like a 6-hour drive.
Yeah, about
you're gonna head all the way back today.
Right now.
Yeah. So they're gonna get out of here.
Yeah.
So you get 7 hours of driving.
Yes. Yeah.
You know,
you'll get a call from me.
Yeah.
Not only does it look really good, it just feels really good. I mean, it's pretty solid stuff.
And that's gonna be the other thing. You're gonna make a lot of friends now because every time you go to a gas station, people are gonna come up and be like, "What'd you do to your motorhome?"
Oh, the campsite.
Yeah, even there too. So
it's 100%. Yeah.
Definitely love talking to customers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna love talking to him even more once he gets to put some miles on this and have some fun. But really, just kind of want to show you guys it's not just me. It's just fun to drive, and that's the goal of all of this. So
it's really good stuff. So glad we did it. Yeah.
See,
there we go.
Yeah. So thank you guys for hanging out with us, and I guess we got to give him back his motorhome. So otherwise, we were gonna go camping this weekend.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
All right, thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
For sure.